This is a quick question and answer session with Kate and myself. So I want to know, how does WITP support artists differently from other artist organisations?
We are very different, actually. We're quite unique. WITP, because we started almost like a collective of artists, sort of doing it all ourselves and cutting out that needed structure of like a gallery or anything like that, we actually realised that the reach and the quality of what we were delivering actually sort of surpassed what other sort of small community groups can actually do. So we didn't need that gallery structure. We didn't need someone to say, give us that sort of tick in a box. We were allowed to make our own rules and break our own rules in that respect. And it just meant that everything sort of grew quite organically and meant that we could take the risks. We could develop exhibition spaces or themes and sort of work together as a group of artists to deliver really good exhibitions and also reach new networks and reach new audiences, because we weren't having to be curtailed by a gallery's persona or a brand in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why we are different from other arts organisations, because we're actually doing it from the artist's point of view as opposed to from an external point of view. We do obviously want to attract buyers, we do want to obviously attract galleries. You know, we love working with galleries and having them supporting us and, you know, being part of our network, but we don't need them. And I think that's where we're different from other arts organisations. I think also artists, they feel that they've got the freedom to have their own self-expression and they can create their artworks without thinking about the audience. And that provides an element of genius for an artist, because they can do things without thinking about how it's going to be perceived externally. That freedom means that fabulous things happen. And that, for me, as an artist too, I mean, it's just what we all want. We want to be able to just create our artworks in response to the world and what we actually want to create, as opposed to thinking we have to sell it to make money, to then be able to do another painting or anything like that. So that's also where we differ, because we are non-commission. We don't expect anything back from the artists. We do need their support. We do, you know, obviously we have a small admin fee for any of our exhibitions, and if an artist's chosen, they have to pay a little bit towards, you know, the bigger picture. But I think that doesn't mean that they can't then create what they want. And that freedom, I think, is where we're different. Does that answer the question?
Beautifully, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. This is a similar question, but what makes WITP unique? Why should someone support WITP instead of a bigger arts organisation?
It is a similar question, and actually for all of those same reasons to some extent, purely because they know that anything that they are helping us to achieve and deliver is not at the detriment to an artist's creativity. And that, again, is the freedom, is that sort of exploration, which means that artists, they want to give back. By being an artist, you are creating something which you want to share. You'll be shy about sharing it, lots of artists are, and lots of artists don't necessarily want to share, but essentially there's a communication as an artist tool, and that communication is universal because it doesn't need translating. Art doesn't need translating. It's just artists can create something, put it on a wall, and then each person's response to it is individual, and that means that they're having a conversation without being, you know, curtailed or sort of structured in any way. That is what the unique aspect is of WITP, is that we are giving that as a platform for artists but also for viewers, so that sort of connection and that sharing of a conversation is really important.